Hello everyone! Magandang buhay sa lahat. Welcome na welcome po kayo dito sa aking Mathematics Tagalog tutorial. Sa video na ito ay papaliwanag ko po sa inyo about Pythagorean Theorem and its converse. So ano nga po ba ang Pythagorean Theorem and how it is used in solving the sides of a right triangle? And how we use Pythagorean Theorem to find its converse. So ipapaliwanag ko po sa inyo yan in step by step. Before I present examples, let us define first what is a Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem states that for any right triangle, the sum of the square of the lengths of the legs equals the square of the length of the hypotenuse. Okay? Mamaya po, illustrate ko po sa inyo ang ibig sabihin po ng definition ng Pythagorean theorem. Let's define first about legs. So, what is legs? Nabanggit po kasi dito yung word na legs sa definition ng Pythagorean theorem. So, ano nga po ba yung legs? Legs are the sides that form a right triangle. And another term here is hypotenuse, wherein hypotenuse is the side opposite to the right triangle. It is also the longest side. So para maintindihan po natin yung ibig sabihin po ng Pythagorean theorem and the two important term here about Pythagorean theorem, I am going to illustrate it using a right triangle. Okay, so ito po ay right triangle because one of the angle of this triangle is a right angle using this symbol. Kaya po ito tinawag na right triangle. Okay, mula po sa definition ng Pythagorean theorem, sabi po dito, any right triangle, the sum of the square of the lengths of the legs equals the square of the length of the hypotenuse. So ngayon, we are going to write any letter or letter to illustrate the sides of this right triangle. So we have A, B, and C. At yung sides A and B are the legs. Ito po, sides A and B are the legs at yung side C is the hypotenuse. So here is the hypotenuse. At to sum up the definition of Pythagorean theorem, ito na po yung sinasabi ng definition, C squared or the hypotenuse square is equal to A square plus B square, wherein A and B are the legs. Ito po yung sinasabi ng Pythagorean theorem na the sum of the square of the lengths of the legs, ito po, sum, we are going to add the square of the legs A and B, these are the legs, is equal to the length of the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse is C. Okay. So back to this right triangle, ito pong sides ng right triangle na ito, again, ay tawag po dito ay legs. And always, ito pong longest side ay, ito po ay papangalanan po nating C. At ito pong hypotenuse na ito na C, ay ito po ay always opposite po ng right angle. Okay? So yung A and B dito na legs, di naman po sinabing leg 1, leg 2 sa definition, kahit saan po dito yung A at B. Okay? Pwedeng dito po yung A at pwedeng dito po yung B. Basta't ito pong dalawa na ito ay legs, kahit magkabaliktad, pero ito pong hypotenuse, papangalan po nating C, ay always dyan po siya na opposite po ng right angle. Okay, so how about the converse of Pythagorean theorem? So ito po yung converse of Pythagorean theorem. Ano nga po ba ang ibig sabihin nito? So ito pong Pythagorean theorem can be used also to classify a triangle. Okay, so there are three classifications of triangle. It's either acute triangle, right triangle, or obtuse triangle. Okay, so ito po yung converse ng Pythagorean theorem. If C squared or the hypotenuse is less than A squared plus B squared, then the triangle is acute. Okay? Kahit wala po yung figure ng triangle, ay malaman po natin kung ito po ay acute based po dito sa kanyang converse. Another one, if C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared, then the triangle is right triangle. Okay? And last one, if C squared is greater than A squared plus B squared, then the triangle is obtuse. Okay, so ano nga po ba yung acute, right, and obtuse? Let me illustrate you here. Ang first po ay acute triangle. Okay? So ano po yung acute triangle? All the angles are less than 90 degrees in measurement. And for the right triangle, one of the angle of a right triangle is a right angle or it measures 90 degrees. At kapag sinabi naman pong obtuse triangle, one of the angle of a triangle is greater than 90 degrees. So ito pong angle na ito ay obviously kikita po kaagad natin na greater than 90 po. Kasi ang 90, ganito lang po yung 90. Straight po yan. So kapag more than this, kagaya po to, mas malaki po yung opening, ito na po ay more than 90 degrees. Ano po? Kaya tinawag na obtuse. At sa acute naman, notice here, lahat po ng angle po ng acute triangle ay mas maliit po compare po dito sa right angle na ito. Okay? Kaya po yan tinawag na acute, right, and obtuse triangle. So paano nga po ba gamitin itong Pythagorean theorem to classify triangles? So ipipresent ko din po yan sa inyo sa end ng video po na ito. Okay, so I'm going to present three parts of discussion about Pythagorean theorem. First part is we are going to find the unknown side of a right triangle. So magpipresent po ako ng figures and then one of the side of the right triangle is unknown. Pag sinabi pong unknown ay hindi po given, then we are going to solve it applying Pythagorean theorem. For part B, the discussion is about solving word problems. So I'm going to present different word problems about Pythagorean theorem and isosolve po natin yan in step by step. And for part C naman, we're going to classify triangle as acute, right, or obtuse. So ito po yung converse ng Pythagorean theorem. So paano nga po ba gamitin yung Pythagorean theorem to classify triangle as acute, right, or obtuse? Okay, so let's start for part A. Find the unknown side of a right triangle. For number 1. Ito po yung ating right triangle. Again, kaya po sinabing right triangle because of this symbol. Kapag may symbol po kayo nakitang ganyan na box sa gilid, ito po ay 90 degrees. Or ito po ay right angle, kaya ang tawag po dito ay right triangle. Okay, so here, ang unknown po natin ito ay longest side or yung C. Ito po yung tinatawag na hypotenuse. At ang given po ay dalawang legs. Okay? Ito po yung dalawang legs, 3 and 4 po. So using the formula for Pythagorean theorem, C squared or the hypotenuse is equal to A squared plus B squared. Again, A and B are the legs. Okay, this one. Okay, so all you have to do is you're going to substitute the given value here and then solve for one unknown value. Okay, so we have C, A, and B. Pero nakalagay lang po dito ay C sa ating figure. Pwede naman po ninyong lagyan ito. Ano pong nawawalang letters po na dalawa? A and B. So pwede pong lagyan natin, okay, this height of the right triangle is A and this one is base. Or pwede naman po magkabaliktad. Pwede pong dito ang B, pwede pong dito yung A. Okay lang po magkabaliktad yung legs sa pagko-compute po dito. Okay? So here, ang A po natin ay 3 at ang B po natin ay 4. Substitute po natin dito. So this will become C squared is equal to, bring down muna kasi yun po yung susolve natin. A is 3, this one. So 3 and then square kaya 3 squared plus B, our B is 4 kaya 4 square. And then square po natin yung legs. So this will become C squared is equal to, what is 3 squared? Means 3 times 3, that is equal to 9. Plus 4 squared means 4 times 4, that is equal to 16. Okay, so na-square na po natin. Then we're going to add 8. So what is 9 plus 16? That is equal to 25. So ang hinahanap po natin ay C. Pero ang nakalagay po dito ay C square. So para po ma-remove natin itong C square kasi kailangan po natin ng C, ay we're going to extract square root to both C squared and 25. Square root po natin yan para ma-remove po yan. Okay, so kapag kasi in-square root natin yung C squared, mawawala po yung or makakancel yung square at yung square root. So ang matitira po dito ay C. Kaya this become C is equal to, ang square root po ng 25, 25 po is a perfect square. So square root of 25 is equal to 5. So therefore, the value of C or the hypotenuse of the right triangle is equal to 5. Okay, so how about this number 2, right triangle? So again, this is right triangle because of this symbol box here. Ibig sabihin, this is right angle. Okay, so ang hinahanap po dito or yung variable ay A. And A is one of the leg of the right triangle. So ngayon, gagawin po natin yung formula for Pythagorean theorem. So ang nawawala pong letters po dito ay, since given na po yung A, B, and C po yung nawawala. So again, always, ang C po ay ito pong longest side. Again, paano po malaman na ito ay longest side? Ito po yung opposite ng right angle. Okay? Kaya always C po itong hypotenuse na ito. And yung ito po, yung part po ng right angle, ito po yung legs ng ating right triangle. So gawin po natin ito ay B, ito po ay C. And the formula is C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. Okay, C is given here, which is 13. So, substitute po natin. So, let's become 13 square. Okay, 13, kaya 13 din square equal. What is A? A here is unknown. So, remain po, baba natin A square. And then, what is B? B is 5, kaya substitute natin 5 and then square. Okay, so we're going to simplify 13 square at 5 square. Okay, what is 13 square? Mean 13 times 13, that is equal to 169. And A square remain, ito naman pong 5 square, 5 times 5, that is equal to 25. So, we have now 169 is equal to A squared plus 25. So, ang next pong gagawin natin ay apply po natin yung properties of equality na pinag-aralan po natin nung kayo po ay grade 7. So, we are going to transpose 5 or 25 rather sa left ng equal sign. So, paano po i-move itong 25 na ito dito po sa left? Ganito lang po yung gagawin natin. Okay, gamit po tayo ng subtraction property of equality. Okay, here, dito muna tayo mag-base sa equal sign. A squared remain. Ito pong 25 ay i-move po natin dito. Kaya, ito po ay plus 25, kaya magsusubtract po tayo ng 25. Since nag-subtract po tayo ng 25 sa right ng equal sign, magsusubtract din po tayo ng 25 sa left ng equal sign. Kaya ito po ay minus 25, dito po ay minus 25 para po balance. Okay? So here, we can cancel 25 minus 25 is 0. Okay? So, maging 0 yan, malilipat na po sa kabila. Okay? And we can subtract 169 minus 25, that is equal to 144. At dito, sa right ng equal sign, ang matitira po dito ay A squared. Okay, so again, ang hinahanap po natin ay A. Ito po ay A squared. Tatanggal po natin yung square ng A, okay, para yun po yung measurement ng A. So, paano po i-remove yan? We are going to extract square root to both sides. Again, pag in-square root natin yung A squared, okay, makakancel po kasi itong square at square root. So, ang matitira po dito ay A. And square root of 144, that is equal to 12. Okay? 144 is a perfect square. Kaya square root of 144 is equal to 12. So 12 is equal to A, and that is the measurement of the one leg of this right triangle. Okay? Okay, for number 3 example. So this is our right triangle because of this symbol. So ang unknown po natin dito or isosolve po nating side ay ito pong side, nakalagay po dito naka-indicate B. Again, B is a leg. And another leg is given which is equal to 8. And another side is this one, hypotenuse or the longest side. The measurement is 10. Bakit ko po sinabing longest side? Kasi ito po yung opposite ng right angle. Kaya ito po yung hypotenuse or longest side. Now, lagyan po natin ng letter para ma-solve po natin. So again, yung pong longest side, always C po iyon. Okay? At yung leg ay it's either A or B. Since given na po yung B dito, kaya dito na po natin lalagay yung A, other leg. Okay? And using the formula, substitute po natin. What is C? C is given, which is 10. Kaya lagay po natin dito 10 and then square. Okay? C squared, kaya 10 po yan, kaya 10 square is equal to, what is A given, which is 8. So this become 8 square plus what is B? Unknown po yung B, yan po yung susolve natin, kaya remain po siya B square. Okay, again, simplify this one. What is 10 squared? That is equal to 10 times 10 is 100. And then 8 squared, 8 times 8 is 64. Okay? And then bring down b squared. So, just like sa number 2 example, yung 64 ay i-move natin sa left ng equal sign. Paano po i-move ito? Since ito po ay positive 64, then we're going to subtract 64. Okay, ganyan po yan. Okay? 64, then minus 64, plus b square. Ito po yan. Since nag-minus tayo ng 64 sa right ng equal sign, mag-subtract din tayo ng 64 sa left ng equal sign. Kaya ito po ay 100, this one, minus 64. Okay, nasundan po ba? So, ito po ay minus 64, minus 64. So, ang purpose po nun, ito pong 64 minus 64 magiging 0. Okay? So, mawala na po, andito na po yung 64. At ito naman, 100 minus 64, that is equal to 36. At ang matitira po sa right ng equal sign ay ito pong b square. Again, ang hinahanap po natin ay b. Ito po yung unknown natin b, pero ito ay b square, may square po. Again, remove the square by extracting square root. So this become square root of 36 is equal to 6 at square root of b squared, okay, will become b. Okay? Again, cancel po natin yung square at yung square root. So, the measurement of side B is equal to 6. Okay? Okay, for part B of our discussion, solving problem. So, this is problem number 1 or word problem number 1. Find the length of the hypotenuse of a right triangle with leg lengths of 15 inches and 20 inches. So, dalawa po yung given facts po natin. Guhitan ko po. So, leg lengths or leg lengths is equal to 15 inches and 20 inches. So, yung dalawa pong given dito ay measurement po ng legs. At ang hinahanap po natin dito ay length po ng hypotenuse. So, bilugan ko po yung hinahanap, hypotenuse. Okay, so para medyo mas maunawaan po natin yung problem, kailangan ilagay po natin yan into figure, into a right triangle. Okay, so again, ito po ay right triangle because of this right angle. So ang hypotenuse po ay always, yan po yung longest side at always gawin po natin yan na letter C. So yung C po natin ang unknown. Hahanapin po natin. At yung dalawang leg daw or legs rather ay 15 inches and 20 inches ang measurement. So ilagay po natin diyan. So leg 1, 15 inches. Another leg is 20 inches. So actually, wala pong sinabi kung saang part po dito sa legs. Ito pong given. So kahit magkabaltad po ito, pwede pong itong 20 ay dito sa A at ito pong 15 ay pwede naman pong dito sa B. Kahit magkabaltad po yung measurement dito. Okay. So using the formula of Pythagorean theorem ay masosolve po natin yung hypotenuse na unknown dito po sa ating problem 1. Okay. So, here's our formula. C squared. C is the unknown. So, bring down C. So, C squared is equal to, what is A? Substitute natin. A is 15 inches. So, mamaya ko na po ilagay yung ating unit na inches. So, A is 15, kaya 15, then square, plus B. Our B is 20 here. Kaya B, 20 square. Okay? Then, square natin. What is 15 square? That is equal to 225. At yung 20 square, that is equal to 400. Okay? And then we are going to add 225 plus 400, that is equal to 625. Okay. Again, ang hinahanap po natin ay C. Ito po ay C square. Extract po natin ng square root. And we can cancel square root and then square. Ang matitira po dito ay C. And then, ano po ang square root ng 625? That is equal to 25. Okay, so C is equal to 25 or the hypotenuse of the right triangle is equal to 25. And then, siyempre, lagyan na po natin ng unit which is inches. Kasi given po sa problem yung kanilang units which is inches. So, don't forget to write the unit of your answer. So, the hypotenuse is 25 inches. Okay, so how about this problem number 2? The bottom of the ladder must be placed 8 feet from a wall. The ladder is 17 feet long. How far above the ground does the ladder touch the wall? Okay? To understand the problem, let us repeat. The bottom of the ladder must be placed 8 feet from the wall. Okay, so ang kailangan po natin dito ay guhitan ko po, bilugan ko wall and ladder. Okay, so first, we are going to draw the wall. Illustrate po natin yung problem. Ano po, para mas maintindihan natin. The bottom of the ladder must be placed 8 feet from the wall. So, kailangan natin yung wall muna bago yung ladder. So, ang ladder po ay hagdan. So, siyempre, yung hagdan po ay isasandal po natin sa wall. Ano po? Okay, yan po yung purpose ng hagdan. Okay, so nakalagay po dito, yung ladder daw po o yung bottom, ano po yung bottom? Ito po yung pinakang foot ng ladder, pinakang baba, ay 8 feet from the wall or from a wall. So mula po dito, papunta po sa feet or dito po sa base ng wall, ang measurement daw po ay 8 feet. Kaya from the ladder, bottom of the ladder to the wall is 8 feet. Another given here, the ladder is 17 feet long. Ito pong ladder na ito ay 17 feet long. Ay lagay po natin 17 feet. What is the question? How far above the ground does the ladder touch the wall? So gaano daw po kalayo mula sa ground ang naabot po ng ating ladder. Okay, kaya lalagyan ko po ng illustration. Ito po yan, kulay blue na arrow. So mula sa ground, papunta po sa natouch po ng ating ladder. So gaano daw po kataas or how far above? Ano po? So that is the part of this figure that we are going to solve. So if you notice sa ating pong figure ay nakagawa po tayo ng right triangle. Bakit po right triangle? Lahat po ng wall ay vertical. So meaning to say, vertical po yan sa ating ground kaya magpo-form po to ng right angle kaya ito po ay right triangle. Okay? So ito po yung ating hypotenuse kasi ito po yung opposite ng right angle. Ano po? Kaya kapag lalagyan po natin ng letters, okay, ito pong height, okay, mula po sa ground papunta po sa may naabot po ng ating ladder, ito po yung ating leg. At mula po sa wall papunta po sa bottom ng ladder, another leg po yan. Kaya it's either ito po ay A and B. Pwedeng dito po yung A, pwede po dito yung B. Ano po? Okay, pero nakasanayan natin na ito po yung A pataas at yung B po dito po sa baba. And of always, ito pong C natin is the longest side or the hypotenuse. Again, ito po yung C kasi ito po yung opposite ng right angle. Okay, using Pythagorean theorem, madali na lang po yan isolve. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. Substitute po natin. Ang unknown po natin ay ito pong A. So, C po natin ay 17. Ilagay po natin dito, 17 square. And then A is unknown. So, A, unknown po yan. Kaya remain po A squared. And then yung B po natin ay 8. So, this will become plus 8 square. And then, simplify po natin, 17 square at 8 square. So, 17 square, that is equal to 289. At yung 8 square, that is equal to 64. Okay? Sundan po. And then, ito pong A squared ay remain po yan. And then, again, i-move natin itong 64 sa left ng equal sign. So, paano po ito i-move? Since ito po ay plus 64, magmaminus po tayo ng 64 sa right at left ng equal sign. So ito po ay minus 64, sa kabila po ay minus 64. So here, ito pong 64 minus 64 ay 0 na po ito. Ang matitira po dito ay A squared. Kaya 289 minus 64, that is equal to 200, dito ko ilagay, 25. At ang matitira po dito again ay yung A squared. Since ang hinahanap po natin ay A at A squared po yung given, extract po natin ng square root to remove square. So square root of 200 is 225, that is equal to 15. And square root of A squared, that is equal to A. So A is equal to 15 or 15 is equal to A. Again, ano po yung A natin? That is the height from the base of the wall to the part of the wall above. Okay? Or in short, Ito po yung ating sagot. The height the ladder reaches is 15 feet. Okay? Okay, for problem number 3, the legs of a right triangle measure 8 cm and 6 cm. What is the perimeter of the right triangle? Okay, so ang hinahanap po ng problem ay perimeter. Ang given po ay legs ng right triangle. Okay, so here, illustrate po natin yung right triangle. Ito po. At ang measurement daw po ng legs ay 8 cm and 6 cm. Okay, so here, lagay natin po, ang legs po ay ito pong part po ng right angle. Okay? So, pwede pong magkabaltad again, pwede pong dito yung 8, pwede pong dito yung 6. Okay? So here, we are going to find the perimeter. Okay? Paano ba sinosolve yung perimeter ng triangle? So pag sinabi po nating perimeter ng triangle, ay we are going to add all the sides of the triangle. Okay? 8 plus 6 plus yung measurement nito, ang sum po niya, ang tawag po doon ay perimeter. Pero, wala pong measurement nitong ating hypotenuse ng right triangle. Hindi po given. Ang given lang po ay 8 and 6 cm. Ito lang pong legs. Paano po yung hypotenuse? Kailangan po natin yung hypotenuse para mai-add natin itong 3 sides para makuha yung perimeter. So, ang gagawin po natin dito ay isusolve mo natin yung hypotenuse niya. Okay? Kaya lalagyan po natin ng letters. Yung legs po ay A and B at yung hypotenuse always po ay C. Okay? Using Pythagorean theorem, substitute po natin. C is unknown. A squared, B squared. So, ang A po ay 8 at ang B po ay 6. Kaya lagay po natin dito. This will become A squared. A is 8 kaya 8 square plus B square. Ang B po ay 6 kaya 6 square. Okay, simplify. What is 8 square? That is equal to 64. 8 times 8, 64. And 6 square, 6 times 6 is 36. And then add 64 plus 36. That is equal to 100. So again, ang hinahanap po natin ay C. Ito po ay C square. Extract po ulit tayo ng square root. So C is equal to square root of 100. That is equal to 10. So therefore, ang measurement po ng C natin or the hypotenuse is equal to 10 cm. Okay, meron na po tayong the legs and the hypotenuse or lahat po ng sides ng triangle natin ay meron na pong measurement. Kaya, let us calculate the perimeter of this triangle. So, P perimeter is equal to side A plus side B plus side C. Okay, add lang po natin itong tatlong measurement. So, this become 8 plus 6 plus 10. Ito po yun. 8 plus 6 plus 10. Okay, this one. And then, if you're going to add, that will become 24. Since ang measurement or yung unit po ng ating given ay cm, lalagyan po natin ng cm. So, the perimeter of the right triangle is equal to 24 centimeter. Okay? Okay, so how about this last part of our discussion? Classifying triangle as acute, right, or obtuse. Okay, let's have this number 1 example. Classify whether the triangle whose side lengths are 8, 12, and 15 is acute, right, or obtuse. Okay, so ano po ba kaya itong triangle na ito na may measure na 8, 12, and 15? Siya po ba ay acute, right, or obtuse? Okay, para po maintindihan po natin ng mas malinaw, illustrate po natin using right triangle or a triangle. Hindi po natin alam kung right triangle. Ito lang po yung nagamit ko na, what do you call this one? Na triangle. Okay? Pero hindi po yun right triangle. Okay. So, ang paglalagay po ng measurement sa triangle, ito pong dalawang maliit na ito, dalawang smaller value, 8 and 12, ay dito po natin sa legs ilalagay. Okay, sa legs po yan. Okay, so let's become 8 and then 12. At ito pong 15 kasi siya po yung pinakamalaki sa tatlong measurement. Always ito po yung ating hypotenuse. Okay, o yung longest side. And using the table for the converse of Pythagorean theorem, ito po yun. Okay? So, ito po yung ating Pythagorean theorem. Substitute po natin. Hindi ko po inilagay dito kung equal, less than, or greater than. Ano po? Mamaya malalaman po natin yan kapag na-solve po natin ito. Okay? So here, CAB. So lagyan po natin ng letters. Again, ito pong dalawang maliit na value, yan po yung ating A and B. At ito pong pinakamalaking value or measure, ito po yung ating C. Always po yan. Okay? So ang C po natin ay 15, substitute natin. So 15 square. And then A is 8 at B is 12. Kaya this become 8 square. A po yan. At yung B po natin ay 12, kaya 12 square. Okay, what is 15 square? 15 times 15 is 225. And then, 8 square, 8 times 8, 64. 12 square, 12 times 12 is 144. Okay, add natin 64 plus 144. That is equal to 208. So, bring down natin yung 225. Okay, dito po tayo magja-judge. Ano pong ilalagay natin dito? Is it equal, greater than, or less than? So, 225 at 208. So, ano po yung kanilang relationship? Are they equal? No, hindi po sila equal. How about, is 225 greater than 208? Yes, greater than po yan. So, mas malaki po yung 225 kaysa sa 208. Kaya ilalagay po natin dito ay greater than. So, here, asaan po yung greater than? Ito po, greater than. Ano po yung kanyang converse? Obtuse. So, therefore, ito pong triangle sa number 1 na tinutukoy, yan po yung obtuse triangle. Okay? Okay, how about this number 2? If the side lengths of a triangle are 4, 7, and 8, is the triangle acute, right, or obtuse? Okay, so again, lagay po natin sa ating triangle. Tatlo po yung ating given. Guhitan ko po 4, 7, and 8. So again, yung 4 at 7, gawin nating legs kasi ito po yung dalawang maliit at yung 8 po natin yung longest side. Okay, so this become 4, 7, and then 8. Okay? 4, 7, and then the longest side is 8. At lagyan po natin ng letters para po ma-solve natin. Okay? So, again, yung legs ay A and B at yung longest side o yung pinaka malaking value ay ito po yung ating C. Okay? So, substitute po natin. Ang C po natin is 8. So, this become 8 square. At yung A po natin is 4, kaya A is 4 square. At B ay 7, kaya 7 square. So, simplify. 8 square is 64. And 4 square, 4 times 4, 16. Plus 7 square, 7 times 7 is 49. And then add natin, 16 plus 49 is equal to 65. Okay, here. 64 blank 65. Ano po sila? Are they equal? No, hindi po sila equal. Is 64 greater than 65? No. Is 64 less than 65? Yes, so less than po. Mas maliit po yung 64 kaysa 65. Lalagay po natin ay less than. Okay, alin po dito ang less than? Ito pong pinakang una, less than. So ano po yung kanyang converse? Anong ka-triangle? Acute triangle. Okay, so this triangle sa number 2, yan po ay acute triangle. Okay, so how about this number 3 example? The side of a triangle are of length 8 cm, 15 cm, and 17 cm. Is this a right triangle? If not, what kind of triangle is it? Okay, so yung given po natin ay 8, 15, 17. So lagay po natin sa ating triangle. Yung dalawa pong maliit na value, 8 and 15, yung magkasunod ay legs. At yung 17 po, gawin po nating hypotenuse. Okay? Again, ito po yung ating converse at ito po yung ating formula. So, lagyan po natin ng letters. So, yung ating legs, always, lagyan po natin ng A and B. And the longest side, o yung pinakamalaking value, gawin po nating C. Okay? So, here, substitute. Ang C po natin ay 17. So, this becomes 17 square. And then, what is A? 8, kaya 8 square. Plus B is 15, kaya ito po ay 15 square. So, 17 square, that is equal to 289. And 8 square is 64 plus 15 square is 225. Then, we are going to add 64 plus 25. That is equal to 289. And bring down 289. Are they equal? Pareho ba sila? Yes, equal po sila. Okay. So, kapag equal sila, anong tawag po sa equal? Ang triangle po ay right triangle. Okay? So, the given triangle is a right triangle. Okay, so to end up the lesson, I want you to answer this activity. Solve the problem below. So magbibigay po ako ng dalawang problems. Try nyo pong isolve. So pwede po ninyong i-post yung video na ito and then solve po ninyo. At baka kung meron naman po kayong sagot, baka pwede pong i-share sa amin by typing it on the comment section. Salamat sa panunood mga anak. Nawa po ay natulungan ko kayo at natuto kayo sa video na ito. So hanggang sa muli, magkita po tayo ulit sa aking next video lesson.